This is a geography podcast on wildfire, starring Smokey Bear.
Hello.
Dave, also known as Mr. T.
Hi guys.
And Miss Viner. Hello!
Hello, my name is Smokey Bear. Me and my friends are going to teach you about wildfires.
I think we're at risk of wildfires right now. This room is so hot.
I thought that was just you. Wink, wink.
Well, that is a major contribution to the start of wildfires. Hot, dry conditions.
Back on track, guys.
So what actually are wildfires?
Gosh, this is going to be a long day.
Wildfires are unplanned, unwanted wildland fires. However, they're called different things in different parts of the world.
Willies!
No, Miss Viner, that's what Australians call tropical storms.
Oh, Mr. T, you certainly know a lot about wildfires, but let's get on with the story.
Apparently, wildfires can be caused by a mixture of both human and natural factors. Humans can cause wildfires from leaving barbecues and campfires unattended, or even through deliberate arson attacks. Then again, it could be just by throwing a hot cigarette butt out the window. Remember, 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
It's not all our fault though. Volcanic eruptions, lightning and spontaneous combustion can also cause crazy wildfires.
But don't forget, a single spark can be much worse if they're in the right conditions.
But what are the right conditions?
Well, strong winds can cause the fire to spread as it fans the flames from one tree to another. This can be referred to as lateral radiant heat.
What about the vertical one?
Oh, that's vertical convected heat, where the heat spreads up the tree, hence the vertical part.
Dry conditions can also make it worse. For example, in drought or in places with little rainfall. This is most common in the Mediterranean and savanna climates, which means vegetation is drier and so catches light more easily.
Well, we know what they are and how they happen, but what do they do?
Well, there are many primary effects. These consist of death by burning or falling buildings, houses and buildings completely destroyed, vegetation burned, crops burned, wildlife killed and injured, and even water and air pollution.
Sounds frisky!
You mean risky. But don't forget the secondary effects. These can be as devastating as the primary effects.
Yeah, I heard people can get breathing difficulties from breathing in all the ash.
Correct, but that's not all.
Yes, due to the water and air pollution, it can lead to breathing difficulties and diseases are able to spread more easily. Due to crops being burnt, people can't get access to food as easily, and so prices rise, which means the economy fluctuates. Without homes, people are homeless, and some even suffer mental trauma as they watch their houses and possessions being burnt down. With the damaged infrastructure, such as roads and businesses, people can't get to work and so can't earn an income for themselves and their dependents.
But how do people prevent and protect wildfires from happening?
There's a whole variety of things you can do. Lots of different techniques.
You can raise awareness through publicity campaigns, ensuring people know what to do and how to be safe. That's my job. Create a buffer zone around buildings to stop the fire from spreading to nearby homes. This involves clearing a large area around the site. Collect debris by removing small dried twigs from the forest floor. You remove the fuel for the fire and reduce the risk of a wildfire beginning. Personal planning and preparation, such as gathering an emergency kit with supplies such as clean drinking water, tinned food, and a first aid kit. Remember the burn cream!
Finally, people can use GIS.
Guess what?
No, not guess what. GIS, the Geographical Information Systems, which tracks different wildfires and can be used to help forecast high-risk areas. This, however, is mainly used by MEDCs, as some LEDCs cannot afford it.
Wildfires are close to my heart.
So, what happened, my smoky friend?
Well, California is notorious for the long periods of drought, with the strong Santa Ana wind.
These blow from an area of desert, with winds reaching up to 140 kilometers per hour.
That's pretty quick.
Before the interruption, in October 2007, a series of 24 wildfires burnt across my home, California, USA. It destroyed over 200,000 hectares of grassland and woodland. Think of all those injured animals. They were so intense that fire tornadoes developed and 9 people lost their lives in the fires, including 85 injured. Over 1,800 homes were destroyed and many people suffered mental trauma as they watched their possessions being burnt. Finally, 640,000 were evacuated, with many of them becoming homeless.
That sounds awful. Mentally scarring.
Is that it?
Oh no, that's just the beginning. Air pollution levels rose to harmful levels. It put children, the elderly, and those with breathing difficulties at risk. Even so many businesses had to close, which meant people couldn't earn an income and the important tourist trade was disrupted, meaning there was a loss of money entering the local economy. Crops were destroyed and thus there was a shortage of food and so prices soared. The local water supply was polluted and so people had to drink bottled water. It was really devastating. I guess that's why they call California a disaster area.
And the fact Simon Cowell lives there.
Such fun, such fun.
Oh, Mr. T. Cheeky Miranda quote.
Back to the topic, I hear wildfires are becoming increasingly common and may get worse in the future.
Yes, well, that is one view. Some environmentalists think that the effect of wildfires are becoming worse due to global warming. They claim that the numbers of wildfires will continue to increase as temperatures increase, and more low-risk areas are suddenly becoming at risk due to the drought-like conditions.
But that's only one view, right?
Yeah, some people say that increased wildfires are part of a natural cycle where there are periods of high temperatures and low rainfall.
Well, who's right?
Both views are equally valid.
So, overall, wildfires are pretty deadly.
Just like you.